All these trials come to make me a better me. So now I fight my battles down on my knees, knowing God will give me the victory. The storm is a ministry, and no matter how impossible it may be, I know God is working behind the scenes. He's working it all out for me. The storm is a ministry. All these trials come to make me a better me. So now I fight my battles down on my knees, knowing God will give me the victory. Victory, yeah. The storm is a ministry, and no matter how impossible it may be, I know God is working behind the scenes. He's working it all out for me. The storm is a ministry. The storm is a ministry. It is. The storm is a ministry. It is a ministry. The storm is a ministry. Oh yeah, yes it is. A ministry.
Who is T-Rex? T-Rex is wild. T-Rex is crazy. T-Rex loves to make you laugh. T-Rex is a god dad. T-Rex is a lover. T-Rex is many, many, many things, man. But most of all, besides being a singer, T-Rex is love. How did I get started in the music industry? So let's take it back a little bit. I grew up Choke, New York. I'm from upstate. Big up to the 518. Singing in the church, you know, and it just escalated from there to it being something that I want to take seriously and do for a living. And being upstate, you know, they really didn't have a lot of music industry things up there going on. You know, nobody's really going up there and discovering people. So I said, you know, when I graduate high school, I'm going to New York City. And that's what I did. My connections led me to lead with this choir named Danny Eason, big up to Danny, and the Abundant Life. And I started, you know, traveling around with Danny Eason, Abundant Life. And a lot of the musicians that were playing in the church were also playing for artists, you know, like Big House. I started working with Big House. He was Puffy drummer. He did a lot. And through these connections, it led me to meet a girl in my church named Dawn. And Dawn came to me and she said, Rex, you know, well, I wasn't Rex then, I was Terrell. She said, Terrell, I know this guy that works at Sony. His name is Phil. I want to link you with him. And I said, okay, well, invite him to my next showcase. So Phil came to my next showcase. He loved me. He's like, man, you know, we got to work together. So me and him started writing songs, doing things together. And back then, my idea was I wanted to be a background singer. I said, Phil, you know what? A great way for me to get in the music business is to sing background. So if you know anybody, you know, that's looking for singers at Sony, let me know. Time went by. Phil ended up calling me. And he said, Rex, it's this guy named Life Jennings here. He's having auditions. You should come. You should go audition. This is like 8 o'clock in the morning. I jumped up, went down there. It was like 100 people there. I was like, man, you ain't gonna get it. Long story short, I ended up getting the gig. And that's really how it started. Life hired me. And then I started touring with Life as a background singer. What is my creative process like? My creative process when I'm making music is kind of like very organic. Like we don't just sit down and just write songs and say, oh, this is a hit. Like it's very organic. My producer, big up to Bernie Stevenson. We sit down and we have long conversations on the phone about, what I'm going through, just life, just what I'm, feeling. Sometimes we talk for hours, and out of these conversations, songs are birthed through these conversations. And, we'll be on the phone, he'll run to his keyboard, he might say something in the conversation, and I'll be like, Bernie, that's a song. And that's kind of how, it came. Big up to Mary J. Blige. As you see, it got her up there. The My Life album. I kind of took what they did on that album with her just putting her pain and her trials and her joys in her music. And that's what I do. And so it's very organic. Like, sometimes it takes us a few weeks to get the songs. We just wait until it hit us. It's like the songs just come straight from God out the sky. And then after me and Bernie get the songs, I take them to my boy, Jonathan Jennings, JJ, who records me. He's my vocal coach. He just makes sure I get in the booth and I do it right. So that's kind of like the creative process and how we come up with the songs.